Hi everybody, it's Michelle, co-author of Methylation Madness, Insight into the Biochemical and Personal Lives of Hypermethylators. So, I haven't made a video in a very long time. My dad is very sick, and my mom broke her arm, so I haven't really been able to do what I need to do for my YouTube channel. But today, I've been thinking the past couple days about what I would like to share. And I'm just making a string bean and chicken, and I'm throwing in a couple of tomatoes just because I've been really good on my diet and I haven't had any histamine, so I just kind of feel like throwing in a couple of baby tomatoes, just 4. So I've been thinking about what I've been seeing on Facebook, and it's kind of driving me nuts. It's making me feel really bad for a lot of the people out there who have no clue what's happening to them with methylation. And even if they go to a doctor and the doctor tells them, okay, well, you have, this gene or this these genes or these variants of these genes, etc., and to take this and take that, all I'm seeing is even doctors on Facebook. They're not looking at the chemistry of the person. They're not looking at the fact that it doesn't really matter only what your gene variant is. It's how you methylate. And I have said this so many times. If you don't know how you methylate, and doctors or people on Facebook, for God's sake, it makes me cringe sometimes because I get so upset for these people. They're taking advice from people online of what supplements to take. If you went over to your friend's house and you said, you have high cholesterol, and your friend's like, oh, take this, take this, and your cholesterol's like really high, are you going to listen to that person, or are you going to go to the doctor who really specializes, in that? You go to the doctor who specializes. So in my food, I have this, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just browning it on a really high heat. And I have coconut aminos, parsley, oregano, and some cayenne. I'm going to throw in a whole bunch of egg whites. So if you don't know how your body is methylating via hypo or hyper, it's going to be spicy, then you really need to figure that out. I'm putting a lot of oregano in for some reason today. I just feel like a lot. And I just breathed in oregano. So if you don't go to a doctor, and I know all I talk about is Dr. Doolin, Dr. Doolin, Dr. Doolin. If he's not your cup of tea, then that's okay, but I highly recommend him because he's a methylation god, in my book. So it's very important that you find yourself a doctor who specializes in methylation. And I see people all the time saying, I have the MTHFR gene. Yeah, well, there are, what other MTHFR genes do you have? Because there are 22,000 of them. And something that is so important that I always, always, always say is do not take methyls unless you absolutely know how your body methylates. And people might not think that, you know, my world is true, but my world consisted of almost dying from toxicity to a methylating antibiotic. Now, yes, antibiotic and supplements, fine. But supplements are very, very strong. And when you are taking a supplement, just like, you know, if you're taking a medication that doesn't work for you, the same thing happens with supplements. It is so imperative to know your biochemistry. You know, just making my breakfast this morning, and I've said this before too, I don't think, oh, I want eggs, or I think, okay, first I eat a lot of protein, and then I said, oh, well, let me see, what do I have in the refrigerator? I've got zucchini, which is great because it's a glutamine, and I blow through glutamine very quickly, but it's not made yet. So I'm going to make some. I'm like, oh, I have string beans. I'm like, all right, well, that's an aspartic. And I have chicken. I'm like, that's also, you know, kind of on the aspartic-y side. And the histamine with the tomato. But I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty biochemically stable. So I'm going to have that over, yes, believe it or not, plain yogurt. And that's what's going to be my breakfast. And then it's all biochemical in my head. Tonight, I'm sorry, this afternoon, what is it, 9 o'clock here? This afternoon I'm going to have what I had yesterday that I made. It's insane. I made 93.5, whatever the ratio is, of beef, lean beef, chopped meat. And that's more protein, you know. People say it's methionine and teeny tiny eensy weensy bit. And I'll throw a bunch of artichokes that I found from BJ's. It's in a really huge container, and they're plain. There's nothing on it. And they're teeny tiny little artichoke hearts. And I threw that in there, and I just made a whole bowl of it. Oh my god! And I mixed my my beef with a bunch of coconut aminos, which is my staple in life. I use coconut aminos in everything. And then I threw in a gigantic heaping tablespoon of Dijon mustard into that meat. Holy cannoli. It was not dry. It was so good. I put a little fake mozzarella on it. It's the almond mozzarella. I sprinkled more coconut aminos on it. It was just so good. So I eat biochemically. You know, the artichokes, they're more of like a neutrally, actually, I don't even know what the hell artichokes are. I have to ask Dr. Doolin. But they're on my program, so I can eat them. Is it a glutamine? Are artichokes a gluten or a tyramine? I don't know. But I eat biochemically. Everything I eat, like tonight I'm going out to dinner. I'm going to grab a burger, which I really shouldn't, but I need my beef 4 times a week. Maybe I'll have a pork chop. I could use some tyrosine. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to have coconut milk ice cream at this amazing ice cream place right next door to me. Right next door to the diner that I'm going to be going to. Found it. Coconut milk based ice cream at an ice cream parlor. ridiculous. So if I eat the ice cream, all right, that's a serine, so that's good, but because that kind of offsets that histamine kind of thing that I had with my tomatoes. That's how I think, people. And I will actually definitely have pork chops, because pork chops is the tyrosine, and my body hurts a little bit more because my methionine is on the low side. Can't figure out, we're having a hard time figuring how to raise my methionine in my body so I don't have so much body pain without eating garlic, onion, citrus. Oh God, can't eat citrus. I could have like a teeny squeeze, like a quarter of a teaspoon, I kid you not, of like a citrus, but I tried doing shots of orange juice. No bueno. No bueno. So that is how sensitive people's bodies are. And when I see all these people, you know, taking methionine and taking, what is it called? TMG, for the love of God. Nobody knows how powerful TMG is to a hypermethylator like myself. That would put me out. I would be in a horrendous shape for weeks. So I'm babbling because I just need you people out there who look and view me, and whatever you do, research, you know, methylation chemistry and all that kind of stuff. There are so many people out there who are giving advice that is so detrimental to somebody's health, because advice is being given by lay people, and I call myself a lay person. I'm not a doctor. I am a severe hypermethylator who has 40 years of life experience. I don't tell people what to take. I don't do that. I guide them in the direction of what I think that they should do prior to taking anything. I give them my life of what I eat, what I take. This is what I take. Ready? A while. This is my closet. Well, these are all my vitamins, okay? Don't mind my blow dryers. And then I got my spares down there, all right? I take pregnenolone, which is a precursor to hormones. I take vitamin D, I take vitamin A, I take uridine. That has helped my headaches almost disappear over the past 3 years. I take GABA, helps the mood. My regular Synthroid for my thyroid. I take multis. So I take 6 a day, 3 a day, 3 a day, 2 a day, 1 a day. I take, these are the 10 milligrams. I kind of screwed up on my order. I'm supposed to take 25 a day, 25 milligrams 3 times a day. Then I take inosine to help with the adrenaline. N-acetyltyrosine. It's like eating 20 pork chops. It helps with the brain. It helps with the energy. It helps with body pain. 5-HTP, precursor to tryptophan. DHEA for my hormones. I went into premature ovulation failure at 36. So I got to keep my hormones good. I'm 57. And between these two bad boys, pregnenolone and DHEA, the past 20-some years, I am good. Glutamine, like I said, I burn my glutamine out a lot. And then I'll throw in some red maca once in a blue. And then the newest fun thing that I'm doing is Tutka, because we're trying to, my enzymes, my liver enzymes weren't all that fab. So we're trying to clear out my liver a little bit. Then I'm taking plant sterols for just to keep my cholesterol going well and to help with the liver situation. Then, and I take 3 and 3 a day. Then we go into my refrigerated items. I take p-phosphatidylcholine, PPC, and I do that for, well, I started taking it because I didn't have much energy because my adrenaline is on the lower end because my methionine's on the lower end. But I also have psoriasis, and psoriasis just goes away when you take this magic. I take 3 of them. Then I take 3, 6, 9 to 12 B-complex vitamins. Now, I see all the time people are saying, take methylated Bs. No, no, no. Not if you are a hypermethylator. No bueno. Then I take NADH, and this is also an amazing, it's a form of a B, and it also helps with my headaches and my energy. Then this magic here, I don't take daily. My daughter takes it because she has, she's a hypomethylator. This stuff here is incredible for mood. It's just fabulous. It is, it's like a C, and it is insane. I love it, so I'll take it a couple times a week because it's about $100 a bottle. And then, see, like my daughter, she's a hypomethylator, so she takes B-Right with, these bad boys have methionine in them, and what's it called? It's also really awesome. I wish mine would have that. Oh, there's my refrigerator. It has niacin as niacin, not niacinamide, so she flushes. But the flushing here, those are my, shut this. Those are my niacins. I love my niacins. I can't take them a lot, but when I have a high feeling of, what is it called? Of histamine, then I'll do a niacin flush of 500. Hold on to your hat because it is no joke. You want to talk red, red, red. Not only was it my nickname, but it is also the color of my hair. Puts like the reddest dress you can imagine out onto your skin. It's insane. Red and itchy. So then I also, in my food, in my meat, I put, like I said, plain unsweetened, what is it? Cashew coconut. Cashews are glutamine, coconuts are serine. Yogurt, just to get some extra of that. It has got like 1 gram of protein. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even, it just tastes really good. So yeah, I cook biochemically, I think biochemically, I take a trillion vitamins that are according to my biochemistry. Nobody should take, you gonna eat some of that ice cream? Nobody should take what I take. They can take certain things, but you should not take what I'm taking because it's for my biochemistry. Can't impress that upon you guys. So there's my bowl. It's got a nice amount of protein in there between the chicken and I have one of these little pints. I probably put in a quarter of that, quarter of a pint. So that was like a 20-minute rant. Please reach out to me. IME. Reply on, what is this called? YouTube. And I'll talk to you. Facebook is the easiest. I check that most often. And just be careful with what advice you take. So important to know how you methylate. Dr. Doolin and I will be at the American Naturopathic Medical Association August 28th, 29th, 30, 31. And I can't wait because our topic is, so you have a methylation issue? Now what? We are going to be talking about my genetics. We're going to be talking about my daughter's genetics. We're going to bring her up on stage a little bit with us, talking to a ton of different naturopaths, functional medicine, biochemists, all kinds of people. Year 5. So honored. Love talking to these doctors, and that convention is amazing. There's always really, really cool stuff there. Last year was the feet detoxer. It was disgusting. Methylation Madness, Insight into the Biochemical and Personal Lives of Hypermethylators, is my work of love to all of you out there who have methylation issues, who have loved ones with methylation issues, who want to learn more about methylation chemistry, and who want to learn more about methylation genetics. MTHFR, my friends, is the smallest, the tiniest, the salt speck of methylation genetics and methylation biochemistry. I implore you to please know what you're taking and know your biochemistry. I walked my mile on my whatever that thing is, my pad, walking pad, while I was listening to Joe Dispenza, who's incredible, about not living in your past, because if you live in your past, your mind keeps thinking that way, and you never move forward. And to keep thinking of what you want in your life, seeing it in your life, and it will come. Be positive, let that shit go, and learn your biochemistry. Sat Nam. Bye.